As it is written in the Covenant of Primus, when the 47 spheres align, a perpetual conflict will culminate upon a world forged from chaos, and the weak shall perish in the shadows of a rising darkness. Ye and the Leviathan would rise from the sea, its fury would be unto the inferno itself, and it would beckon, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I am which is, which was, and is yet to come. And you will know my name as Unicron when I allay my vengeance upon you. Pity my remaining child, for he will be cast into the mind of my own creation. He shall be used to engineer dark and wondrous artifices. In the spark of an enemy, there will be salvation, and in the darkest hour, there will be light. Welcome back to the Many Toys of. I've been trying to scare you the entire month. And if I can't scare you with man-made ideas, if I cannot frighten you with possessions, with abuse, with extortion, then I shall call upon the devil to usher in this All Hallows Eve. Hello everyone. What you just saw was the intro of the Many Toys of Unicron. That will be coming out on Friday. You'll be able to watch the entire video in full, and I hope that it is a good celebration for my favorite holiday. This art was done by Shardik Art. I actually didn't commission this one. Shardik was just doing their own Nightmare Unicron. I saw it, thought it was amazing, and said, hey Shardik, could I pay you so that I could license this thing that you've already made and use it for my video? Shardik was more than happy to play ball, and Shardik is also taking commissions. I'm going to put their link down in the comments below. Their work is always incredible. They're able to do the more standard Transformers designs, or if you tell Shardik go wild, Shardik goes wild. Look at this. I love it. It's the most evil Unicron has ever looked, like some horrible eldritch abomination. But now let's get into the news. So, we're starting to find the new SS-86 Thundercracker. And I don't mean any disrespect, because I still think that the Earthrise Starscream is okay. But look at just how different the proportions, the presence, everything. This new Seeker mold looks so good. Third-party reveals. Admittedly, this is going to be a smaller week when it comes to news, but there's still some good stuff. The TFCon exclusive from Ocular Max is going to be their take on Mega Octane. Their Ruination team has looked so good. The Decepticon Super Commandos look great. I want to get them all eventually, and Mega Octane is no exception. I'll be honest, I like the Stunticons, or rather the Combaticons as characters more, but the Super Commandos, their deco is so much better to my eye. I love all their looks a whole lot more. The only thing that's keeping me from getting this Ruination is I want a baby blue armor hide. They went with the anime, desert camo, which is still a really good look. But I want that baby blue. I love that baby blue on armor hide. Baby blue tank supremacy. This is a different third party. This is Lucky Cat. They're doing a super deformed version of a very cute looking Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. And he's very cute looking. I quite like how this Bumblebee came out. The other big exclusive for TFCon that we've not talked about before, Make Toys is doing another exclusive version of their Seeker. And I want to say this, I think the Seeker actually looks pretty cool. However, it also looks like someone's like, hey, did you see that unpainted prototype? What if we just gave these people that color, What if we just said, screw it, just give them the prototype? I will say, the Make Toys Seekers, they've been used a whole lot. Mold degradation has set in. You gotta be careful, especially when it comes to these exclusives, because sometimes you get them and they feel amazing, other times you get them and they shatter. So just kids' gloves with this guy. He's an older mold. There were also some official reveals this week. So for one, we have the Funko Pop Wave coming out. It's going to include Springer, Cup, Nemesis, and then Thundercracker and Skywarp. I don't think we ever got a Funko Pop G1 Starscream. So I think the other two Seekers are getting Pops first. And, Jesus Christ, have you ever seen a bigger tribute to dull surprise? Okay, Springer is smiling, but Cup, Skywarp, and Thundercracker, are they shocked? Are they angry? Are they confused? Are they talking? Are they sad? Like, what expression does Thundercracker have, exactly? What expression does Cup have? It looks like Cup was saying something, and then in the middle of talking, he just had, like, a senior moment. He just glitched out. And then Springer is like, hey, can you believe this old man's just glitching out? I'm never going to be old. I'm going to be young forever. And then Nemesis says nothing because Nemesis doesn't have a personality. So, yeah, that's the new Funko Pop wave. They look fine. They don't look that fine. But these things look great. So this is a new Takara Tomy thing. It's a plush keychain set. And really interesting character selection here. So you're able to get Bumblebee, Nemesis, Beast Megatron, Starscream, Alita 1, Ironhide Ratchet, Dynamode Grimlock, Prowl, and then there's going to be a rare, massive Unicron. Like, Unicron's just going to be a little bit bigger than the rest. And I love this Bumblebee look. He actually has, like, Bumblebee antenna. I've never seen Bumblebee actually be given, like, Bumblebee little nodules up there. But Bumblebee looks super cute. Alita 1 looks great. Beast Megatron looks good. I think out of all of them, the only one that doesn't look super great is Dynamode Grimlock, and that's just because he's a gray blob. But yeah, for little plush keychain shotskis, these things look pretty cool. I like Unicron's big mustache. He looks like an old man. Also, we got new renders for the Timelines Bumblebee and Megatron, kind of like how we're going to get that Vulture Starscream and Oxen Cart Optimus. We're going to get a Warthog Megatron and a Flying Squirrel Bumblebee. Bumblebee is going to be more like a ninja, whereas Megatron is going to look like a samurai. I've just been playing Ghost of Yotai with my roommate, so for some reason this Megatron is really working for me. And I was ready to kind of write this Bumblebee off and be like, this Bumblebee sucks. And then I found out he was a flying squirrel. I saw the flying squirrel mode, and suddenly I'm way into this Bumblebee. It's like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Bumblebee would be a flying squirrel. Why wouldn't Bumblebee be a flying squirrel? I like these two about as much as I like Optimus and Starscream. I think Megatron is the strongest out of the four of them. I think for me it goes Megatron, and then Starscream and Optimus are about even. Bumblebee looks like he's going to be the weakest out of the four, but then he has such a unique alternate mode. I kind of hate that we're only getting the big four, though. I wish we got other characters in this samurai aesthetic. And it kind of feels like his timeline's always just going to be Optimus, Starscream 2-pack, Megatron, Bumblebee 2-pack. Because I'd like to see other characters in these aesthetics. Like, Hearts of Steel still has a ton of designs they never touched. Like, you could do Beast Box. You could do Squawk Talk. You could do, I don't know, Scourge. He was in there. He turned to a Zeppelin. Sideswipe was there for a bit. I'm pretty sure Ratchet was in Hearts of Steel. The point is, you can do other characters. And I hope it's not always just going to be the big four keep getting these weird toys. Because I would like other characters and other designs to pop up too. Speaking of the big four, we have a Shattered Glass Megatron and Starscream coming out from Audley. Megatron looks really nice. It is using their IDW designs, which I think is great for Starscream, not so great for Megs, because Megatron looks a little bit weird in the newest run, but at least this toy looks really good. And then Starscream just looks great. Looks so good. And these are the Aldi toys, so they don't transform. They're going to be about 5.5 inches tall. Look really, really cool. Also, all the Autobots around Starscream are figures we already got. We already got Magnificus, which is Shattered Glass Perceptor. Already got Shattered Glass Optimus. He's coming out in Wave 3. And then Shattered Glass Bumblebee is already out as well. That could also be Bugbite if you were a GoBots fan. And that brings us to the end of the news. So what's coming up, what's coming out? For the Ron Bond to John Rambles this week, I'm hoping to post my very first video of the hot takes. I asked you for your hot takes a while back. Nearly 200 of you gave me hot takes. So we're just going to do big chunks. I have 6 different hot takes videos coming out. First one is going to be coming out on Wednesday. And then, of course, on Friday, we're going to be talking about the mini toys of Unicron. That's going to be very exciting, especially for Halloween. And then finally, on Sunday, I'm going to announce the nominees for the Fan-Driven Hall of Fame. So that's going to be a pretty big week for the channel. I hope you all are able to catch these videos, especially this Hall of Fame nominees, so that you are able to vote. The voting is going to happen throughout all of November. I'm going to turn it off towards the end of November so that in December we can announce the winners and the first class into the Hall of Fame. Thank you all so much for watching, and hey, we'll see what we get up to next time.